Good evening and welcome to my channel Equity One. And today we are going to speak about some interesting news, starting up with the Reliance Jio Financial Services, which is going to come into the market in a very big way. Now, Reliance has decided that they are going to strategically disinvest their investment factors and get into Jio Financial Services, which is also going to take into Mukesh Ambani's daughter as one among its executive director. So what I'm seeing in the financial services space sector is that after HDFC and their mergers going on, everybody is trying to tap the potential of the financial market. There's going to be a huge jump in this business, and definitely we need to wait and see how far this is going to go up in terms of the business potential. The second thing that we are also seeing here is that RBI is now taken a very calculative stance in terms of not hiking the monetary policy rate. They are getting on to a very cautious rule, and they are not interested in terms of going on for a hike. They are seeing that they want to control the inflation, and there's a lot of changes that are going on with the Monetary Policy Committee report also. Now, the one thing that we are also seeing in the recent factors or the times altogether is that the financial service space is also trying to see for more revolution. But then, one thing that we need to understand, if you are looking up for a startup, there are a lot of conditions and a lot of factors coming in. Many of the startups which have been working out through are now under the lens of the venture capitalists, because many people feel that the funding is going to become a little bit tighter as we are seeing it. The most interesting factor is that there has been a huge fund flow into India market because of a very strong macroeconomics that has been running through the system, and that is probably one of the reasons what I would see that there's a growth that is happening altogether in the overall sector. Now, coming back to the story of Bank Nifty and that of Nifty, have they taken a pause? Will it come down? Is it going to bounce back? All these questions would be answered in a few days to come. Why? Because though there is temporarily a cut down in terms of the benchmark indexes, but I would definitely go back and say that the Nifty as well as the Bank Nifty is poised to touch one more height. They will definitely go ahead and they would reach at a greater heights altogether. Plus, I would also like to talk about my predictions, which I was talking about on TCS. Of late, you would have seen that TCS has crossed the 3,300 mark. I was talking about TCS when they were around at 2,700, 800. Today, they have gone up almost to 3,300. So this, as I was being talking about one stock, which I would like to give a lot of importance. Please do keep TCS under your radar, because this stock is definitely going to shoot up and it's going to make a very big movement altogether. And this space where I was talking about in terms of the financial services index altogether, I would also look out for the small finances which are now trying to come up in their own ways, like AU Small Finance, Ujjivan, or probably when we look at the ESAF and all those kind of branches which are trying to look into capturing the market in the most innovative manner as far as possible. So from my side, there is always a thumbs up for the financial services sector as well as for the IT sector, which are going to make a big breakthrough in the coming months or in the coming years altogether. This sector is going to undergo innovation, a lot of competitiveness, and there is going to be new players who are going to come in with a greater portfolio, greater aspect altogether. So please do have a close look into all these stocks related to that of banking and finance, and plus the IT sector. In the IT, my pick would be on TCS and Tech Mahindra. Please do give special importance to these two stocks because they are going to go upside in the coming months. With that, I would like to come to the end of today's show. I hope and believe that all the tips and trades that we have been talking about would help you to build a very safe and healthy portfolio. Happy investing to all of you. Keep investing and move ahead. Probably I'll meet you again with the new week coming up. That's on Monday. Thank you once again for joining me today on this wonderful session.